This is not financial advice. It's not legal advice for entertainment and educational purposes only, and everything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff, so you can videos I put them out, see what I'm thinking, see how I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell y'all every day, the data that releases is false. Listen, FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried pimped billions out of the so-called smart money. And he did it by, first of all, he grew up a one percenter. He knew how they thought. He had his parents as Stanford law professors. He had his connections with the SEC through his MIT connections and Gary Gensler. And of course, we know that Gary Gensler was the head of the CFTC. So that was also another tool in his toolbox to rob the so-called smart money of billions of dollars. The first thing that he did, or one of the things that he did, was he touted FTX as the most regulated crypto exchange platform in the world. And he pushed that so-called most regulated company to suck in new investors, to suck in the so-called smart money so he could rob them of billions of dollars. And what he would do is he would buy companies that were already licensed, like Ledger X LLC, IEX. You know why? Because if they were already licensed, he wouldn't have to go through the long drawn out process and the investigations associated with getting a new license. Of course, to get a new license, I'm not exactly sure how the process works, but I'm sure to get a new license, they have to go through your books, they have to do background checks, they have to do probably forensic accounting on your books. But if you acquire a company that's already licensed, you avoid all those investigations. So now, being that he bought companies that were already licensed, he sidestepped all those investigations that probably would have exposed all the, I don't want to say corruption and fraud, but all the corruption and fraud and criminality that was probably in his books. This was an orchestrated plan, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion. This was an orchestrated plan by FTX and Sam Friedman Bank to avoid the investigations with being newly licensed by acquiring companies that were already licensed. And because he acquired Ledger X LLC, it gave him access to commodity derivatives, the commodity derivatives markets as a regulated exchange. So now he's a regulated exchange who has not been investigated, whose books have not been scrutinized by any accountants. I mean, what a great way to go around the rules. What a great way to take advantage of the loopholes in the system. But because he was able to circumvent all these rules by acquiring these companies that were already licensed, and by stating that he was the most regulated one in the crypto industry, and the fact that he had ties to Stanford, ties to MIT, and his buddy, and I call him his buddy, Gary Gensler, who ran the CFTC and was now head of the SEC, all those things is the reason why he was able to pimp the so-called smart money out of billions of dollars. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff, and tell me what you think about Sam Bankman-Fried pimping the smart money out of billions of dollars. Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.